Alright, I'm back. Let's see, just finished the calamity. Had some free time, 3 days of free time to do whatever. What am I gonna do?
What now?
Who wants to hang out? I think it was Straw, right? Ooh, both of them. Let's see. Let's go. I'll go in order of like who I got. So, we'll hang out with Stroll first, and then if Halkenberg is free tomorrow, I'll hang out with Halkenberg. I wish the voice acted. Grand Tran is so full of novelty, I still can't get used to all the clamor though. In Halia, the town where I grew up, you could hear a pin drop by comparison. There's still a bustle of friendship and comments, but never experienced that. Young Master Leon? It couldn't be.
Huh?
Leon? I know that voice.
Rangif?
Rangif? Is that true to you? He made it out safely.
Wow.
Oh, young Master Leon, my goodness. Look how you've grown. Can I not ask, like, why is he calling you Leon? And also follow up with, can I call you Leon? But anyways,
Hold on. Truth is,
he said God, I don't know how you pronounce that. Helatus, when our house still stood. I never imagined I'd see him again, much less here. Thank you, this is Silas, he's a friend I've recently begun traveling with.
however,
Forgive me for saying, time has not been kind to your flame, old friend. Are you eating well? And how are the others? Not good. After the human attack, survivors fled to the capital. No one could make a living among the ruins of Halia, much less restore it. All survived here with only the clothes on their backs. Their livelihoods were destroyed, and without shelter from the rain, more than a few have faded away. Damn. No, then let me help. Let me find you housing. Well, I would if I had the means. All I have left of my nobility is the name alone. I'm so sorry.
wow.
Your kindness is more than I could ask for, young master. I've always said you got your heart from your parents. The only reason we're alive here today is because your parents had us evacuate to the capital. You mean to say my parents instructed you to flee here? All the more reason that I had to help them somehow. Let's build some houses? I'm not sure I do that. I mean, I kind of know how to do that in real life, but not so much. Let's find a way to help.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I only wish I knew how. Who holds the door at the over the area you're staying in right now? An Ishka Marquis, Lord Hydran.
I see.
A Marquis, you say? Sounds like I'll need to pay this Lord Hydran a visit. I'll see if I can negotiate the use of some vacant homes for all the Halia's refugees to live in, though I doubt my name alone is worth much in collateral. Young master, please, our roles should not be yours to shoulder. I already bear that weight, old friend. That fateful day 7 years ago, my parents acted to save as many as they could. I was just a boy, lost in panic, and I wouldn't have escaped were it not for all of you.
Oh, definitely.
In other words, I'm only standing here today because of your swift action. So let me do what I can to give you peace in this new life.
Sure, but
You honor us. Still, I fear your plea may fall on deaf ears of Lord Hydran. I don't know why. I keep saying the name Lord Hydran. I just immediately think of a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Like, that just sounds like a good warrior type Yu-Gi-Oh card to me. I don't know why. Devoted as he would seem to the church, he was brushed me off before his backwater refuge. Damn. What more reason I should speak of him? Maybe if that's how he sees you.
right.
Let's still talk some sense to him.
You know,
I fear it may backfire if we... Wait, you're coming too? Yeah. Moving forward, we'll be in no sort of trouble. I'd rather you not have to add any personal votes to that. I mean, that's what friends do, man.
it'll be fine.
We're friends though, aren't we?
You.
Very well.
Thanks.
Either way, it's reassuring to have you by my side. On behalf of both me and my house, you have my gratitude. I sense Stroll's deep trust in me. I thought he would be more like, want to have a strong talking to this guy at the street, because some of our friends and servants is like shit. but yeah, I guess he's still normal with more cause trouble. Let's see. When Shaw attacks a human-type monster, quick rate increases. Cool. Yeah, my thanks for us, Silas. I have no doubt the young master's in capable hands.
Huh.
Please, enough with the young master thing. We need not stand on the ceremony.
Let's head back.
I could have us meet Lord Hydra without delay, but the sun's going down. Let's try for now and meet him another day. I have feelings that this guy is gonna... Oh, he's like a slave master or something. I wonder if he'll come again. If he does, change his mind. Hey, let's go look. What? Oh, it's just something a new thing. You can now study the Sword Master. Ooh. Well, he needs to get to 20 in the Warrior first for that, I think. Guard duty? May defend protagonist from attacks on its weakness. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Increase skill enhances for merchants level 2. Increase exchange rate for mag. Jeez. I'll take that. I took the dog out without anyone seeing and walked the hell around the capital. It seems to take a liking to you.
But
I can hear from downstairs. Don't get too excited. This is on you too, dog. Simple walk shouldn't be enough for you to lay your guard down. Oh. But so I read this, and now he's gonna talk and say Vegeta. This is what's cute about Vegeta. I'm like, do I want to get my head taken off? Okay, so yeah, do you agree? That's what's cute about it.
but
Cuteness isn't enough to stay alive in this world.
hopeless.
I never liked this thing ever since the first time I laid eyes on it. Wait, really? It was on the side of the road, buried from the neck down, head bleeding too, probably hit by a rock at some point.
It's
Damn.
over.
I kind of given up and died, but I looked into my eyes and whimpered. I hated the sight of it. You hated it? Hate's a strong word. Why?
In those days.
I was once a stray myself. My earliest memory is of finding a dog with a scrap of meat covered in dirt and getting banned for my trouble. Wherever I went, I found only hunger and violence, so I robbed and stole everything and anything. I fought and survived.
It's a living hell.
It was hell. Yeah, I can't imagine.
Really?
I never would have guessed to see who you are now.
Uh,
What am I doing talking to a child about this?
just a fantasy.
I feel like I'm missing every single one of your prompts. Just like that, I let my guard down like a fool. Never mind, I can't say anything. I kinda do want to hear more. Understood.
Sure.
Yes.
Good. And while we're on the subject, a word of advice.
Listen.
I don't want to pry into the past or just want to talk more. This war is a bottomless hell, a bog of endless muck, and if you trust another person to keep you afloat in it, you'll feel the sludge curls over your head soon enough.
Don't ever forget
That's
that.
a very weird way to say don't trust anyone. To survive, you need the strength to make your way through that muck. Nobody can do it for you, and indeed, nobody else should. You need your own strength. Yeah? And I'd like to say that's well within your powers.
Therefore,
In addition, I'd like to provide one other reward. I'm sure you're aware that there's a man telling task of exchanging magic obtained from hunting monsters like. I'm putting a word with them so they're more flexible with you, not just here in Grand Tribe, but across the kingdom. Nice, thank you. I have no you knew them. Accepts Brigida's attempt at kindness and trust. So I feel I fucked up all your prompts, or they just wasn't supposed to go any
no
higher.
pain can stop me now. Even then,
I shouldn't be the only one talking. You owe me some secrets of yours after that. Got duped. Reyes tried to kill Louise, did he not? Then I imagine you're aiming for the same thing.
you there.
What are your true motives? What are you really aiming to do? To improve my country? Oh, technically, I want to say all these are lies. Like, the first and third one could technically be true if the curse of the prince is lifted and he could take the throne. But realistically, like, those are side effects of what I'm trying to do. So since what I'm trying to do isn't here, I want to just assume all these are lying. To improve my country.
That's...
I want to better this country. Your true motives, I said, though, well, I suppose it's not impossible you really do mean that. Yeah, that's so. Like, all these aren't true. I can't tell what you're thinking at all, but I'll expose your true nature eventually.
I'm off.
That's all for today. Come by again when you can. I'm sure the dog will be delighted to see you. You know what? I was thinking about the other day while oh my god, it's not money. I was thinking about this the other day while at work, but like, things I find weird about the plot of this game so far. A part of me wants to believe, like, Louise, if he's not the final boss of the game,
Evidently.
I would assume they're making it seem like he's gonna be the final boss of the game. And if he is, it kind of feels like it doesn't personify if they made the entire game about like trying to hunt down Kamoshida. Like everything in the game, like the story, doesn't happen. You just gathering people to take down Kamoshida, and the game ends there. That's what it kind of makes it. The game kind of makes it seem like. And I don't know if I like or I hate that premise. A group of courses discovered in the Tridia Desert. Oh, that was aiming for the world capital, it seems.
You're right.
Certainly a lot of monsters out there. How tragic, but them to meet the end so close to their destination.
Yes.
There seems to be a pack leader in that group of monsters. Might the recruitment center have more information on it? Oh yeah, I can take out hunts now. Yeah, I feel like I should go take out a hunt. No, I need to try and level up a bit before the next like dungeon or whatnot starts. But she can hang out though. Actually, I could go hang out with her. Let me go to the recruitment center so I can what? Oh, I hit the popularity thing. Oh, I went down a lot. Cool. Let's open the map.
Alright then.
Let me go to the recruitment center, see if there's
Let's go.
any hunts I can do. And then hang out Hunkenberg.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, it's built to boy also has the bounty hunter ranking pin to it. First place is Karina. That's pretty Karina, you know, right? I guess she really is what I saw. His contracts aren't anything you can't handle.
Look
He
at
said
that.
try to talk to Karina.
Yep.
Just take a while. I'll take a while to catch the Karina. Okay, but like, can I talk to you then? The captain's gone. The grand creature's a mess. My word keeps piling up. What? You here for the bounties? Oh, sure. Have a look. You can accept bounty requests at the recruitment center. The targets are very powerful, but you'll be rewarded in kind. Bounty requests are added over time, so get a crack. Pretty cool. $10,000. Nice. What needs sight the man-eater manja and Tranja Desert, South Grand Trad. Or performance and how should I bring in? Yeah, sure. 10,000 Reed just to defeat this monster? I guess they must really be strong a bit. This caught your attention? It's requested to slay a man-eater mandriller. They said to appear in the desert south of Grand Trad. Even though it has the one in the desert, it usually hides its entourage of wild dogs. Take out enough wild dogs and it'll show itself eventually. The military is short-handed, so this one's been difficult to handle. Don't want this contract? I'll do it. You're brave for someone so young. Alright, it's all yours. Get to the desert, just go through the launch gate south. Yeah, I know. Right. Also, beasts aren't your only concern out there. You're one into swarm of sandworms if you're unlucky. As for details, we're too understaffed to give you much, so go ask them for me.
Printing on you.
Alright.
Let's do it.
I actually hex again. What was that last thing you said? Anyways, courage too. I could get my stats up for doing this. Nice. What's the last thing? If you do somehow manage to slay the manager, bring back the rampager tail as evidence. Alright. You surely heard the stretch that's at the south of here, the Trail Desert. It lies beyond the large gate. Most travelers to cargo arrive at Grand Trad after making their way to the desert. Consequently, there's no shortage of people who have been attacked while traveling through it.
Between us.
They harassed on the journey by swarms of bomber and giant monster birds. Threats are too numerous to name, but the worst the man-eater mandula. What it is, not only does its breath burn like fire, it shoots fire, other spirits of foul poison if you fight it. In addition to being resistant to the heat, fire magic is ineffective against it. The blades only invigorates it. Conversely, it's quite susceptible to cold, meaning ice magic is effective against it. That's all I know. Alright, so don't use fire, use ice. Alright, cool. Okay, that's true, why not?
Hey.
Greetings to Grand Trans. The long greetings available on Grand Trans. Right if you want to cook something then. The butcher sells beef to me, and the other shops sell red grass. The art shop sells pristine clear water. And the Spring says I heard something about being able to make a dish from Fambine's hometown. Oh, I already knew all that though.
Amazing.
Damn, that one actually didn't help me.
What now?
Also, who's the magician? Which falls with? Oh yeah, Galacta is. I was like, how do I even raise a social link with you?
Ah, 'tis you.
Please don't tell me you're like Morgana, because I really do like Mage, and I would like to bring that up. Ah, it's you. I know there's little left to do, but wait. Yet, there has more rest. What? I know there's little left to do, but wait. In my mind, I immediately put an apostrophe before a but, and then I got confused on why there's a second one after wait.
Hail.
You want to talk?
The
Sure.
truth is,
Lately, I have felt great pressure weighing on me, and it made it difficult to stay level-headed. I hope I might have your counsel. It must be dealt with swiftly, lest the effects are informs in battle. How would you cope with such a burden of you and me? So, great pressure weighing on me. Honestly, it kind of depends. I want to say get some exercise, and the pressure is like she's afraid that she won't do a good enough job to protect people. So, you know, getting fit will make you feel like you can do more. But if it's just you're stressed out, you probably can calm down reading a book or something. For Hawkenberg, since she's a knight who has to protect people, I'm gonna say get some exercise.
I see.
Sounds enough. And thus occupy your extensions, your mind clear of distraction. I mean, now that's two. Now two birds with one stone. Now how about it? Would you like to train and swordplay with me? Your technique is self-taught, I presume. This should be fine opportunity to start in formal training. Sure.
All right.
In that case, we shall need some training swords to the weapon shop with us. I mean, to be fair, I didn't find much of a sword this game.
All right.
A fine balanced weapon, no? It's about training only, but you'll never know it from the grip and swing. Tis most nostalgic. I once trained with that blade when I just become a war god's weapon myself. It was not long after joining that I was assigned to the Princess Veteran, so I don't know what you mean by that. So I was desperate to improve. I was younger even then you are now, and notably unskilled. Each night I would slip past our commander's watch, drawing a comrade of mine in the dark, and spar of him until our hands were calloused and blistered. I'm guessing that comrade is no longer alive.
Certainly.
Some battles I won, some I lost, yet despite all the times we crossed blades, we never did see who was better. What was he like?
Well,
Perhaps.
A reasonable man, I suppose? So he used to be, at least. We swore we'd become royal knights, worthy of the title, and rise to the heights of the order. We'd be champions.
surely you jest.
Down above, Hawkenberg, is that true of you? Wait, is he still alive? I see. She was making it seem like he was dead. So it is you. You've returned.
Rotan?
Rotan? That's not what that spelled like. By coincidence, I was just speaking of a comrade. I was just speaking of a comrade and rival. This is the self-same man. And who is this guy? Who is this pup? Sorry. A friend of hers.
Nice to meet you.
I'm sorry, it's a friend of hers. You associate with this boy? Disgraceful.
Hmm?
What do you mean? He's racist too. I mean, I'm taken aback. You indulge the company of this elder brat? You, once a proud member of the knighthood? Why does that strike you so?
Absurd.
I suppose like attracts like. The dead suits of fallen knight.
You.
What? Oh, calm yourself, Hockenberg. Commander of the World Knight is well within his bounds to judge your failures.
What?
Commander? You mean yourself?
Yes.
While you wandered as a vagrant, I earned both our share of honors. Oh, right. Wait. I guess she was wandering when the prince sort of attacked? Oh, it wasn't that he died, that she deserted. I guess that's what she's trying to say. But no, she's committing knights before the whole thing, the funeral happened, right? But what do you mean she became a vagrant? So I see. And you? Clearly you've already given up on putting yourself any higher. What's occupied you instead? I pursue a mission, one that far outweighs any glory found in the order.
Whoops.
Ah, of course. And you can't save the prince, and any dignity you had in Royal Guard, as well as was well and duly snuffed, wasn't it? I suppose you had little choice but to cling to your search for the shadow. How dare! Choose your words of care. That rhymed. No need. I have nothing more to say. You just bore me, Hockenberg. What race was
Sorry.
he? He looked like physical features like the same as me. He was just gray. So why did he look down elder? I'm my apologies. I thought you had to see that. Are you okay?
Listen.
It's kind to ask. I do understand his anger. Touched by my choice, I'll promise, pass, divert, after all. But we cannot afford to lose sight of our priorities. Guys, let's fight onwards in the name of His Royal Highness. This is the path I walk now. Alright. God, I cannot speak when I'm thirsty.
I have not the luxury of regret.
Hey, cool.
Pardon me.
Begging your pardon, but how do you know that fellow you just left? Merely an old friend. You don't say. Well, see you around. What?
Very well.
Then let's leave our train for another time. That was so random. What?
Yes.
100 drills or 1,000 swings will take an unsparing regimen D to purchase distraction. What even was that? Ah, Grand Trad Desert. Haven't been around here in a while.
This place.
24 monster passes. That's where you want to go? Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I was wondering why they had this slow break area. But yeah, I guess it takes all day to do this. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. Doesn't take too long to feel like you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present time makes the capital a popular travel destination. You gotta stand alley by. The bounty apparently leads to a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a mandula. Oh.
Just a sec.
Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran
Well
back.
then.
Let's just focus on the small curves. Can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out. As good as plans any, so let's be on. Some bounty quests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Alright.
We got this. Just a bunch of weak ones.
I see the enemy. Forward!
Cool. They are super weak here.
Nice.
Oh, I can pick up gold beetles. I never figured out who wants that anyway. I need to figure that out.
Charging in. Forward!
I mean, I could do this and try and level up a warrior. It doesn't cost me anything to do this.
We are spotted.
Right there.
Superior rusted. Oh, wait a minute. Superior rusted armor. That's cool.
Charging in.
Get out.
Forward!
Oh, ow.
Charging in.
Oh, I forgot he's too weak, so you can't just force me into a battle. Huh. This is actually a pretty... I like this. This is a pretty nice way to just build up money and mag. I kind of wonder, can I
Right
get
there.
that first area?
Charging in.
Look,
I'm sensing something huge and it's heading right for us. Seems like messing with its pack is very angry.
All right.
Finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worm and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One suddenly expects peace in the desert, but for something like this to appear? No kidding, this isn't the type of battle the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
stay present and
Watch
focus.
yourself, and there's no more worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that. It's just fine. Here it comes. Brace yourself. Oh, I thought that would just appear on the map, and then I can try and run into it when I'm ready.
I won't hold back.
You don't get that kindness.
Nice.
I'm pretty much ready anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I would like to go to Brawler. Oh well.
Warrior. Nice.
Is that all?
I won't hold back. Nice. Let's stay calm. Mage. Freeze.
Alright, goes around. That sucks. Don't have a way to deal with that. That hit hard.
Captain,
No
your
holding
attack has been
back.
weakened.
Hack and slash.
By the
For all that we strive for!
Hulkenberg,
By this power.
you have several ailments slowing you down.
I won't
I
hold
mean,
back.
technically you're correct.
We can do this.
Q is simple.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Oh!
Ow! Oh, she's dead.
So
Hulkenberg's
this
down.
is
Get her back up.
where it ends.
Hulkenberg's down. Someone help her get back in the fight.
This calls for one of these.
My spirit
Stroll,
is
with
with
blade
in
multiple
hand.
ailments.
Not this one. I defer to you.
I'm come forth. Royal soul.
And get rid of that defense.
Helpful
Put
as
that
ever.
defense down. Go again.
Can anyone heal him?
Thank you.
Stroll
I
can't
shall
take any
vanquish
more.
evil.
Someone heal him.
I got it.
Oh, power of heroes!
Let's go. Ice.
That's a pretty easy fight.
By
At least
this
a
power.
punch.
That's your opening.
Much
I'm not
easier
out
than
of
the
this yet.
Minotaur I had to fight.
I'm obliged.
My thanks.
Is that all? Only a flesh wound.
Warrior.
They die hard.
Is everyone all right? Join with me. Perhaps not.
Night! I
Honestly,
stand
it just has to
waiting.
keep doing this rotation, they'll die
I won't
eventually.
hold back.
There's nothing stopping for this.
You hit their weakness.
Mage.
That's your opening,
We
Captain.
can do this.
Thank you.
Helpful as ever.
Audacity! This is nothing.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
Go for it.
By the swarm.
Comrades, lend me
I'm
your
counting
strength.
on you!
Raw. We're still standing, I see.
Hulkenberg,
I will fight with
you've
come
got
forth.
several
Royal
ailments
soul.
slowing you down.
Ice.
Also, he actually fired one time. But no, but he shot fire exactly one time. What's the weapon? Bone helm.
Satisfactory.
I shall rise to the occasion.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Easy.
However,
That this bounty have been left unaddressed, the military must truly be short-handed.
Even so,
True, and while I'm glad you can profit from it, that's probably the thing that's their responsibility.
yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat in this area has been neutralized, for now anyway.
right.
Absolutely, that's enough for now. So let's go report to the
What do you
Recruitment Center.
think?
We'll keep this on for a bit.
Say,
Oh,
Just because, like, it's gonna take the whole day to get back. So I might as well just, like, go around, see if I can find other treasure. just go wipe out some random monsters and then see what happens. Going back, kind of like a level and everyone's archetype. Found a new Claymore greatsword for Stroll. I like how it looks. It's cool. Looks like one of those swords that like folds out once you pull it out, or it just looks weird. Other than that, not much is happening, so I'm just gonna go back. Not much of the enemies so respawning besides the worm, and it only gets 12 archetype experience at a time, so it gets take a long time. But let's just head back to the city. Yeah, sure. Just wait. I also was hoping I can go back to the first area of the desert, but you can't do that.
Right then. Today's Forden's big announcement.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Alright, what's happening?
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears. Sanctifex Forden has spoken. The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king. The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
So it really is His Majesty?
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king. This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Even me?
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we? First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much. The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Yeah.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table.
That is true.
Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
But hold on. You mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word.
Means they're equal, dude.
Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
That's the announcement. Isn't that exactly what the king was saying, though?
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
Had they rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic.
Yeah, that's all he's saying. He set up for anyone to become king, and didn't realize it was going to be used on his own killer
Plainly,
to protect him.
any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, Even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
He probably didn't know that. He probably set this up before he got assassinated. And about knowing Luis is the one who cursed his son. So this is just unfortunate.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength. We appear to be at an impasse.
Everyone, have you seen Maria?
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
I'll go look for her.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
I think you guys have a back door. How could she leave without you knowing? How she climb out the window?
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where can we have gone? Oh, wait. Oh, no. Wait. Oh, no. But do you know where she might have been? I want to assume that she's trying to come to terms with Grius being dead. So she would either go to where he was last seen, like right the site she was killed, or maybe like a spot where like she had fond memories of him. So I'm gonna go there first, and then after that, I don't know. I don't know what spots they would like to go. Maybe like the place I went to the level of my wisdom. There's a great view, so she went there. Why is that cutting for this? Did you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. She just went what? Went inside where? Wait, you let her pass? Why? The way her eyes look, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to play for a while, no matter how many glares she gets. Okay, so I was right. I was like, oh, let me go get my daily mag that I keep forgetting to do.
Huh? Why?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray. And he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore. But I know... Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I? But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl, but...
It's our fault.
What? How? You?
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It was just sad. I don't think I need the help. You can't tell, don't worry. You can't say it'll work out. She lost her dad.
It's going to be all right. Don't worry.
Yeah, you said the same. You said both options. Why would you do that?
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end. Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe! Oh, you had me worried sick.
Sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Okay. I was expecting more to happen, actually.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Try and calm down.
Try to calm your mind. Don't be so tense.
Fair enough. I suppose if I've any real weaknesses, it's that I don't know how to relax. That book, is that the novel you're always
Oh,
carrying
you want
around?
to read it too?
Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was a deck of cards.
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we finally some room to breathe.
I can play some magic or something.
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security. In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves. One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder.
Wait, isn't that what's happening right now, actually? Like, we can't do that fine do, like, actual, like, trials of combat or whether they'll kill the people that gets to the throne. They have to actually get the people to elect them via the trust.
Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now. And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You suppose there's some common inspiration? Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world. In public opinion, tribal perspective always divides us.
Yep.
Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political. Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive. A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, The discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you. I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. Think I'll give it another chance. Wait, how long have you been asleep?
I gave you the book and immediately passed out.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
How long are they gonna show this picture? Like every time you go to the calendar, it's gonna get a little annoying seeing it, to be honest.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime. To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Oh, never mind.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne. Our aspirants will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials. First, we have the Exhibition of the Brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
And immediately now the normal commoners cannot become king. Because now the normal commoner can't deal with monsters that plague them on the daily. Only certain people can, like royalty. Or they can just have soldiers do it for them or something. So that already eliminates a huge portion of the possibilities out of the chances.
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Yes! I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
But that attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy. And the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
That reminds me. A crier for the church was handing these out.
A flyer for the Tournament for the Throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now. An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels. But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor?
Yeah.
He's been in first place this whole time.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
We need a plan, and then we take action. As an elder of an outcast of the city, I think that gives us an advantage here. I mean, yeah.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us? Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying. Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
Actually, that's a good point. That Luis doesn't even know he exists. So he has no reason to believe we're out to kill him. The only person that knew that we were a threat is Zorba, and he's dead.
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
Well, besides Hockenberg, since he knew Hockenberg was with the Prince's royal guard, he might have like, he might not want to recruit or get close to her, but us two, we're nobodies.
I see. An undercover operation, is it? Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
Just hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
We all are. What are you on about? Infiltrating Luis's ranks would be dangerous. If I'm find out, I'll be as good as dead. Fucking Gallica, everything you say, like 90% of things you say, honestly to me make no sense. I feel like it just contradicts what we're currently going on. What? It contradicts what we're currently doing. Why did I say it that way?
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
If it's for Maria's sake.
I see.
Right.
I remind of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
And Cancer Gears' journal. Cool. But what does that do for me?
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger? Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
I have to carry on his legacy.
I see. Well, I'm sure he'd be glad to hear it. I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
I never actually succeed. Yeah,
That was the plan from the start.
That's the spirit.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you for your support.
Yeah.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we'll need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Judging by this specified deadline, we're unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceana's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
Alright, cool. This game's moving to an interesting way. There we get
This
to walk
should be
in.
the place, right?
Excuse us, we're looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well, I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it...
Shut up, you.
Weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out. What? We got a deserter turning up?
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too. Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify it with. Go on, then. You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
Hey, I remember that one time when Gallagher warned me about not being over here? It turns out it almost happened.
That was a close one.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you.
That's the one thing I
You're
take back.
obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Let's look for a human.
Some postings over there. They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out. But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on! There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
You lot here for this tournament, then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme. A villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
This might just be perfect.
You have any idea who that is?
Who the hell are you?
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that. Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
If you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
I mean, the word monster can be ambiguously used. It doesn't have to be an actual, like, creature. It doesn't have to be some kind of mutated beast or something. Just anyone that is a monster, or any monster, like beast monster type. So I can see it's working.
Stuck up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
I just explained it.
Maybe he just wants to stop the criminal's evil deeds.
We've got more important things to worry about.
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
Either that, or he disguised like a monster hunter, like the game monster hunter. Maybe, I don't know, he has like a Radalo's head in his throne room, in his room or something. So if we kill or stop this guy, we just take the Radalo's head and like, hey, yeah, we totally killed this dragon.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme? You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
Okay. Where is this going?
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barton, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say. If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
Fine, if you want help.
We just want to help you.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Also, theoretically, like I just thought about this. Given since we want to help him, the whole point of the contest by the king, like the Stone King's head, is that whoever earns the people's trust is the one that becomes the next king. So based on that logic, this tournament doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just the church's way of trying to fix it for their game, so only certain people can actually succeed it. So based on that logic, like, yeah, you can impress people if we kill the dragon, put out the head and bind the head. But like, hey, if we stop, like, say this one guy that's the head of a mass like child sex trafficking ring, I feel like we'll probably get a lot more attention by the people, not for the whatever the church's standard is. So maybe that's also what Stroll's thinking of.
Thanks to you, that you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure. Thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Martira, the old castle town. Please, make haste.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
Way I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
And you go do what's the best for the people, not what makes us look good. So I feel like that's what he's going with, and if that's true, I do like that kind of. I like that kind of twist, and I agree wholeheartedly. We should be doing that. The town southwest of Grand Trans, off the main road, developed from a town originally formed around the Kirigante Castle, the military stronghold of the Annex War. The town's distance from the main road gives it a sense of isolation and, some say, a certain gloom. One of I can never pronounce this word. Every time I see it, the pronunciation of it changes. Urconia's closest town to the ocean border, which made it its cornerstone of, I just said it, Urconia's defense against Oceania during the Annex War. I don't know what's up with that word. I see it, and my brain has a stroke trying to figure out how do you say it. Even if I just said it, it just messed me up. The relatively flat terrain affords the castle's watchtower a clear view of the town's environment. Any movement or mobilization from Oceania was thus immediately observed, making it impossible to launch a surprise attack on the town, especially as the war perpetrated the invention of the swift, powerful Gauntlet runner. Ooh, a modern thing. However, its time as the Keystone of Urconia's front lines has since passed into history. Okay. Power. Large-scale tournament where prospective candidates compete to gain the approval of the people. The winner of the popularity contest will be crowned king. The Khan bureaucracy proclaimed themselves to be the organizers of the invocation of the original royal magic by the previous king. The stated purpose is for candidates to prove their worth by completing tasks while visiting the 3 capitals of the United Kingdoms, but could there be an ulterior motive? And Grand Exposition of the Brave, Gandhi of the event, celebrating the first task of the Children of the Throne. For this expedition, candidates are to neutralize dangerous creatures to do a peaceful initiation. They must then bring the head to Poit's Birth Haven in the Principality of Oceania to await judgment of their assets by the masses. The party will have to prepare something spectacular to catch the attention of Louise. There's a few substitutes in this mission. You know, it also kind of occurred to me, you can't assassinate, like, someone participating to be a king. I get that, but hold on. Is there anything that says? Yeah, okay. Seen as a way of prohibit the elimination of a candidate through force, one essence of the King's World magic was discovered somewhat behendily. In the event that a top-ranking candidate with a large support and a danger of bodily harm, the perpetrator would be immobilized by a glowing chain-like construction. The protective effect seems to apply only to the top 20 candidates, or those whose faces appear on the coronation rocks. That's new. I don't think they mentioned that. They made it seem like anyone trying to participate would be protected, but only the top 20. So anyone under the top 20 can still be assassinated. My issue was if it's just specifically assassination attempts. So like, I guess it would still be counted as assassination, I guess. But like, if you like, don't try how I'm looking at it is like, if you try to push someone into the lines then to get them killed in there, the chains will stop you from being able to push them. But if you release the lion from the lines then, and it just goes around town and eventually kills someone you're trying to get killed, will this count as assassination? Like, will these chains stop you from opening the den to let the lion out? And furthermore, will these chains stop the lion from eating someone in the top 20? Like, I don't think that counts. So by the wording of that, I feel like you can just kind of move around that. Or like even farther ahead, like, oh, go fight this monster that's been plaguing the city, plaguing the kingdom. So they set up an event where you are likely to get killed to try and succeed. And then let's say you do succeed anyway and you bring it to the town that they told you to go to. What happens if that town just happened to catch fire or a human spawns in that town and then you die? Like, will the person that's trying to set the town on fire will change but stop them from setting the town on fire? Because you're not technically assassinating that person specifically, you're just causing an event that would maybe get them killed and could get them killed. I feel like there's a lot of loopholes to this. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I feel like there's a lot of loopholes to this. Resisting the magic chains to return to attempt harm results in the chains tightening, potentially causing death. However, what constitutes as harm is unclear, and it's not known if there are loopholes or concepts. Yeah, exactly. Even the game knows it. And I was like, I'm looking at this, I'm thinking about like, there's no way that's gonna go around that so quickly. That's Jameer Fletcher with no history of experience to speak of as king. The idea makes me sick to my stomach. The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one of years of experience, and yet upstart school children like you and Louise dare to. It hardly matters. You won't be able to fight much longer, so struggle as you like. I'd be happy to give you the eulogy to your funeral. I suppose he's a candidate too. Okay, round dude, why the fuck was that even a scene? Hey, would you be alright if you accept the bounty contract that Kisame? Kisame? You sure you can handle that? You can't be liable if you get yourself killed out there. It's Oswald, alright? Either that or you're just green. Head to Martina, you could probably get information there.
Let's focus.
Okay.
Let's call it.
Okay, I got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now. Wait. How did I turn in the quest that I got before?
No registration issues, I trust?
I guess we figured that out after the story beat, I guess.
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Fine work.
Stroll.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about. Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements. How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
What?
You don't sound too sure about that.
No, I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
What's happening?
Under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth, I've just resigned from the Knight's Order. Though 'tis only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title. We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Oh, yeah, see?
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
'Twas not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals. Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
Can I come in?
Of course, anytime.
Want to read some more?
Not today. You're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just... Oh no. I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
It's all right. You don't have to worry.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The next time I see you again. Can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Wait, what? Sure? Why such crass? What? They're supposed to return home and we gave her tales of the strange and distant places we visit. Okay.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So... thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Good night.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out. Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book, we met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital.
You want to read too?
Do you recall?
I do, and I thought you were honestly younger than you actually were.
Now that you mention it, I do.
Wait, was those options when you got me thrown out? I sure said that.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another. So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned. Ah, you needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you. I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Everyone wants to read this book, like damn. Y'all not have books of your own?
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people. In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate. No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then. It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, hello. What's happening here?
Judah!
Lady Judah!
Faraway sky, blue and clear.
What the hell?
Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us greet the rising dawn, hand in hand. Faraway sky, blue and white. Faraway sky so clear. Let life be a guide. Let my wish echo. Once that soul far beyond the shore.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Is she a social link? And clothes though.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights. And finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78 Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden!
Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo!
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence. I relinquish the throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me!
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
What cowardice, crier! Where's Count Louise?
But two people.
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
That's who fits this.
Him? So he was one of Luis's men.
Are they all
Fallen
elves?
king embraced sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis. Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you.
Wait, no, Zorba
What
wasn't an
our
elf
country
actually.
needs is power.
He still looks just
Well,
flamboyant
it's
though.
not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward.
Wait, no, emo, not
By war,
flamboyant.
by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet
What the-
runners than the throne, it's Lena Kagan.
I like you.
Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea.
I mean, okay.
Uplifting the beautiful and deposing the hideous, it's Milo Maurizio.
You don't fit in this game, leave.
Wow,
He looks like
if we
his
lose
face looks
this,
so weird.
I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
You want to say something? Hi.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
Yeah, kind of figured that.
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Oh.
So, contestants, are you ready?
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
What the hell?
A land runner?
It's quick!
Wait, it's headed right for the...
It'll crash!
Whoa!
Oh my god, that is gonna stop.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So
I
much for a
want
first impression.
that animal to join my team.
Isn't he a marvel, chums?
He is adorable and cute.
Brought down the cathedral. Have a care, you fool. 'Twas bad enough when Luis did it the first time. That feckless, shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go!
Oh, I'm
Prove
excited
yourself
actually.
worthy and earn your crown.
Why is the face so weird?
For the
But this looks,
people,
I'm
for the
excited for this game going.
Let the games begin!
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
I thought you got slammed to that pole. Why was it there?
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
Stay in my pocket or in my satchel. You did before. I hate it. I hate it because assuming I gotta go to the recruitment office to turn in the quest, I now can't. And that's awful to me. I end up staying out more than I expected. I gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this as part of the mission to aid that prince. I'm sure I could turn in any quest at any recruitment office, I guess. Well, what's with this thing? Is this our carriage?
Can you hear
Can
me?
I just run along the main road then? It doesn't seem to be doing as much. You're just crazy as a splinter. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now, let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What's happening right now?
See.
We want to go to the place called Martina. Or Martira. Old Castle Town, I think. Should we go the way south? What is all that?
Let us hurry.
Do I have to go do these first, or do I just go straight there?
Wow.
Yeah, okay, Mattia's here. Down to Mattia, huh? Oh, this past legs. Oh, I'd say there'll be about 4 days, 3 nights about. 4 days, 3 nights. It's a great deal faster than a carriage, and sure the roads will be safe at that kind of speed.
Spectacular.
Very good. Now cinch those bridges, Charles, full speed ahead. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to click it. I wasn't mean to click it.
This is amazing. I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft.
I mean, I did mean to click it, yes. I just didn't think they were gonna send me there immediately. I thought they were gonna say it takes this much days. Do you want to go somewhere else though? Like, ask if I want to confirm going.
I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
You're telling me, lad? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
What tribe are you? I want to say you look like a cat person, but you don't have the cat ears. I'm confused.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver. Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chinwag.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Chinwag?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies? The world is our shellfish.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg! Can we get an explanation yet?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
I didn't know he had wings until you said it. That's cool, actually. And weird, why is it wrapped around his stomach like that, too?
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Noble District Underhall.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in.
Ooh! I gotta find some of the good machinery to lock gunner. Is it him?
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Also, think of going outside.
Too much to do.
As always. To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not a new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
But pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it! Off with you now! Leave
Just
me
sell
be!
it.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good God.
What?
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Nuras, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yes. Right.
What? What?
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it?
Let me guess. He was gonna give this to Reed or someone else, right? It 100% was not for the prince. He can't probably forgot about it.
Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders? You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... I couldn't just let the old girl waste away. A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer, butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this... mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please! Look, take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
You're an ass.
No scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
For His Highness, eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness? Is His Highness still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
Flipped early.
It was His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay His mercy.
Understood.
Okay. So I need to hide it from
Is that
them.
enough? Can this old duck really handle an undercover operation?
I know what you're
Old
thinking,
duck.
but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
I think. Maybe.
How encouraging.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him. What do you think?
That should be fine.
I think we can count on him.
If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. but he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better. Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
Yeah.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely.
It's not up to the church.
Tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent. What do you think of this plan?
It's not up to the church whether or not we follow what they say. They're not the ones who made the rules, it's the king. So, yeah. I say it's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea.
Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heisme, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant. Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Alright.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And we'll not get past it without days on the road together. So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. We'll get used to him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities such as the strategy room, the lounge, the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around the area there. Living in a Gauntlet Runner, I kind of want to see what the engine room's like. Okay, pretty good. It's on map.
Alright then.
Yeah, engine room, right? I can't just go there. Alright, cool. How do I get there? Okay. That's more. This is cleaning tool. I can clean. Why? Can I change my clothes? Washing machine? Am I supposed to? Wow, they really want me living here, like actually living here. Why does it have a heart? Wonder what makes this thing, what the heart?
Hello?
First time I got on one, eh? Well, that scared me. Looks like the pipes in here too. Found a running phone. There's one in every room. Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old gore's inner workings. Gauntlet Runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you take your life in your hands when you travel to the wild. Then thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. How did they even think of this? The Runner's actual legs are based on the colossal beast, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roundest terrain. Among other things, I modified its kind of a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. I don't like how it's pulsing. It just freaks me out. What dream? Long story, my gourd. West told us a captive audience of no plans for the next few days or nights. And never mind then, maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old gourd that's a work in progress, but by the time I'm done, I'm sure she'll have new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't wander in the dark, and the old gourd needs a rest as much as I do. I don't like the in an actual living thing. You will continue towards the destination while spending time on the ground one. Utilities to utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books, the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities become available over time. You can spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help you improve your virtues. At the end of the day, it's your choice. Okay, cool. The magic is not enormous compared to those used in the army. If I remember correctly, I'll use back to produce fuel. That's an igniter? Sure about that? Oh, you mean those down there? I've never seen an igniter like this before. This is just, I love the design of how things look. I just don't like that we're basically all in an actual living entity as we move about. It's the most homemade washing machine. Washing clothes can sometimes cleanse the mind too. So take time off, increase your max MP. Interesting. I might do that since I'm going full mage right now, but
Come on.
It's a weird tool. It's actually a cleaning igniter. It's a broom. What do you mean you need a magic broom? That nerves modified to create wind that collects dust. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over should straighten your legs, huh? Increase max HP.
Got it.
Why is cleaning good my MP and HP? So he made a broom that also doubles as a vacuum cleaner. That's what I got from that. Cooking would do what for me? Use the gauntlet on this cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your body various positive effects. So, to cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, rend them, and find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Okay. Picturing recipes, okay. Damn, it's a lot. Want to make something? If so, let's try and make it over here. Oh, it's this. That's cool. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I'm actually churning. This is cool and freaky. What the fuck? I love and hate this. I'm not sure. I would not like being on this. Is he up there? He actually is up there, and he is driving it. Okay. Statue. Oh, I can go into this door? Yeah, it's a New World Travel Diary to get our imagination up. Okay, let's read the book.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I realized something. There's so many things in the world which, very simply, I don't understand. There's so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. I mean, yeah, we tried the world's fast.
What?
What are you saying? That I was immature before? It's not like I knew any more about the world than I did. Hey Silas, I know this time we're traveling for our mission, but if all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Yeah, well, why a book about it?
Then...
Should I buy a book about our travels?
Sweet!
Good idea. Just make sure to include me as a co-author. Of course, if you want to contribute further to whatever you do in the future, I'll have to keep working hard. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? Teach you more? Just teaching me and telling me his things is great. Not really all that knowledgeable though. If that's how you feel though, I gotta tell you every insight I have. With everything we've been through recently, I've realized that knowledge is an invaluable asset. I want to keep experiencing new wonders, so let's never stop learning together. This conversation went off in a unique direction. Let's keep reading the book. I wonder, it describes a new ward. If I place other things, my mind froze up there. I know what to continue with that. My imagination increased. No close. It's not a whole lot of time I've had to level up
The
these
Gauntlet
stats, to be
Runner
honest.
arrives at the desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon, and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Alright. At night, the bat's wilderness outside town is encouraged. It's ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked territory is very dangerous, even if it's dark on it. Instead, the savage camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at the encampment, you can use any of the facilities on Gauntlet Runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about your journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days. Our first camping in the Gauntlet Runner. I'm kind of excited, but it will be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Okay. Hey, looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they can get. I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? I call the past and plan for the future a straw way can hold my imagination. I mean, I was already loving imagination, so sure, why not?
Now then.
So next up is the Montia. It feels like just yesterday when I first arrived at the world capital. So much has happened in such a short span of time. I met you, we went over to the northern fortress and awakened the mysterious power. I once thought magic like this only existed in heroic tales of time long past. Speaking of which, I've been thinking perhaps this is the same power that hero kings once used. If that's the case, then why do you think so many of them met miserable ends? Did they have allies? They had no allies?
What's that about it?
Oh, I see.
Oh, I got mad from that. Cool. I see. Try as they might, even the strongest king won't be able to establish a country by himself. Perhaps it's not a matter of how much power you have, but how you choose to wield it. Moreover, we've got more than one power at our disposal, and on top of that, we got allies to share those abilities as well.
Then,
if we continue to master these archetypes, then maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to surpass the great hero king alone. Though, all this does make me wonder just how many more of these powers are still out there. Yeah, seriously. I still think probably about 12 or so. 12, maybe 13. Come now, it's too early for bed. Let's talk some more. They talked for a while. Oh man.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear passengers. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceed your expectations.
True.
They're better than I feared, considering how tiny they are, but I've got a question of my own. Isn't desert sand going to be a number on this weather? My boy, remember who maintained this rugged gore? Nary a grain of sand could fit between her steams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, ones are really neat, aren't they? A character would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Nears?
What's that?
He stared up into heaven, then a sparkle in the azure firmament caught his eye. The moon? At midday? Now, despite its cold, stony glow, this is no moon, no star. There were those who said it was the corpse of an ancient abdominal dragon. Others said it was the pavilion in the sky, erected by Empyrean beings.
Oh, yeah?
So he sees a strange light shining in the sky, the way it's wind. I feel like this light is meant to be the key to a new world or something. What do you think the light is? The remains of a dragon or a pavilion built on Empyrean beings? Whichever it's made of. I thought use the pavilion because, like, I don't know why a dragon be shining a mysterious light, so yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it's the pavilion.
Right?
Yeah, there's something dreamlike about people who live in the sky, isn't there? You think they have wings?
All right.
It's still not enough, really. I know this new world is just fictional, but I'd love to visit it if it's a real place. So I have more in the book to read.
I say, we could stop for a...
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magma, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage, as though themselves snared by the bewitching magma surrounding the tree. The Gauntlet Runner comes to a stop at its base.
What? Here you are, shall you get a closer look? Oh, that looks fucking creepy, actually. I don't like that. It's so pretty. It's not just the leaves, it's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told me of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly will a tree foretell the future, and how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of the desert? Yeah, that's a real question right there. I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing a quick amount of magma in the air here. If your heart is correct, that would make this no mere tree, no sir, but a magical organism that feeds off of magma. Matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. He just pulled out a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nearest, how did you get so good at drawing? Yeah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it. I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. Wasn't it for research?
But...
So you need this for research. All the permanent information I need has been etched into my very mind. I can do without this sketch myself. Okay, cool, dude. Oh, wait, is that... Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Hey, why don't you give that to Maria? I bet she'd love to see something from our journey. And we could tell the story about this place. Oh, let's see. Next time in Grand Tragicus from Jonathan Maria. Oh, never mind. I saw the hands and that was like opening up him up to a social link. A magical organism in the form of a tree. They aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gattaca is the most precious treasure of the world. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my very own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However,
turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that Tense is so blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. Look, favorable to what kind and to who? I wonder what manner of anomaly its currently color contains. I want to say death. He took a brief detour, but I feel like I'm sensing a rare sight behind my wisdom. Oh, that's cool. 3 points. Thank you. I'm guessing these go up to 4. I see 4 points on here. Oh, wait. Actually, I think they do move very slightly. I want to say they do, because imagination, that circle is really close to that second point. Okay.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Okay. cool. Okay. What's this? The insect gathered by the campfire. Oh, apparently you can eat those bugs, so according to Hockenberg anyway. Try and catch one. Okay. Well, when it's my time to cook, I should use this ingredient. So I won't eat the bug, but oh, it was just flying about. It wasn't like, for some reason I imagine it was like punctured or something, and like they were cooking the bug to eat already. Oh, I can't hang out with you. I feeling better now? Yeah, hey, a bit, and that helped. I almost envy Hockenberg to be able to eat anything, anytime, anywhere. I haven't always been this weak, but the swearing takes me back to times I soon forgot. After I lost my home, I was tossed between relatives, and each time it began with an agonizing journey in a rocking carriage. I suppose that's why I find my mind drifting to Halia. I often wonder how the people who survive are faring now. Okay.
Well met.
Ooh, you also raised imagination talking to you. Good. Okay, get this imagination up. The powers we've awoken to, it's all sort of, I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each of them has their own aspect, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. I mean, you are correct, I didn't realize that. What do you make of that? I mean, it's cool.
Certainly.
I see.
I do find the authenticity of their design intriguing, but I was not speaking of how they look, per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. If that's not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence, why is it so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards poop. We do well to practice diligence retaining our food reserves. Uncle and Berg and I talked about things to come.
Now then.
Okay. I love that it's always 4. Hey up, I saw it was going up and I reached it. I like that it does that so I can tell how close I am. Like for instance, based off that, tolerance is the next thing that I have that's like the closest there. So I think I should lower tolerance. And after that, I think I'll lower courage. I think it's the next closest to level.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Don't know why I need imagination for, but it just got up. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I wonder, I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Look at the strategy board. Interesting they're about to play a game of Risk.
Finally! We're out of the desert!
How are you flying not tossed off?
I missed all this green!
Why is it so bumpy?
That'd be the change in terrain, lad.
See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh shit. Oh, in the attack?
Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
A what? Wait, I'm confused. Is that two gunrunners fighting, or is that?
My star
Yep.
is rising.
Did he really get shot with a stray shot? Wow.
Sanctism will reign!
It's them. Remember, from the opening ceremony. I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a failed shot, just aim to bring the opponent's sides down, rather.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashed well out of the race.
result is a clash to halt each other's advance. Damned fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
I see. Acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Godot's firepower.
Putting hinges on winning Louis' favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Louis' supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
So you could really just help him then? Let's see how it plays out. Yeah, he's right. If we're trying to win Louis's favor, we should help one of his men. Sure. Let's see. Let's help out Gladel.
Let's give Gladel a hand here.
Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
There should be an external runner phone out there.
We're here to help! Withdraw, Gladel! Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces? Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That Cortland woman. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral! Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time!
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
If I'd let it play out, well, that still happened. Gladel and his monks have boarded the docks. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. Oh shit.
You dare interfere in my fight! Know your place!
Okay, so if he's trying to kill us and the magic won't protect us, it's not in the top 20. He's not in the top 20 either, right? So if I try to go for him, will I get stopped?
Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names? Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I hate to interrupt, Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God. Your petty ruses are beneath me.
Hold on.
Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Come back.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren! Put the fear of God into these impious commoners!
Oh, so it's right, it's like I can't attack him. Petrification magic, that's not what it is. It's supposed to be like just like chains, right?
Burn! I will usher you to his side. Lightning!
Oh, I just can't use magic against you at all, I'm guessing.
I'll cut you down!
What's
up?
Let's do this.
Little shot. I forgot to switch it to monk as well. Ow.
Take this!
This is nothing.
That sucks.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
I crush you!
Let's say come forth, Royal Soul! We can do this!
Okay.
Thank you.
My thanks.
I will fight with pride. We're looking good here.
In warrior!
I think I'm not doing anything to this guy right now. We were supposed to leave and try to train more. I only had like 3 days to Jesus!
Take this!
At least he wasted time of that, but still.
Is almighty. What could you hope to achieve?
Brace yourself!
Yeah, this actually was a bad idea. Holy shit. This was a bad idea.
with me.
I'm gonna jump plus you, and then I'll heal next turn. Oh, he's weak to piercing. Oh, cool.
Minus power. With healing power.
I'm obliged.
Helpful as ever.
Behold my power!
We're not
Dude,
out
I'm
of
gonna
this
do it
yet.
again. Talk about Hockenberg.
Thank you.
I owe you.
Huh.
It's too early to go to his
No
side.
holding
Because the
back.
sword doesn't explode or anything.
I'll cut you down.
To him, I return.
Okay, give it that guy.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching. For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back.
No,
Now,
you keep holding back.
feel the righteous truth of sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
That's a big heal.
Sanctism will reign.
Hockenberg's badly wounded. Someone heal her.
Oh, power of heroes! No.
Shit. Trying to figure out what I do here.
Adjust the thing.
Hockenberg's
I'll show
guard
you.
is
Let's
down.
go.
So I can't hurt you, but I can hurt you.
Freeze.
Don't get slow.
Oh, I could just miss him.
Sanctism will
Is
reign.
that all? This is nothing.
Sanctism will reign.
Hockenberg's down.
Jeez. They hit so hard.
This calls for one of these.
My spirit is unbroken. To you.
I generally feel like I'm just not not prepared for this.
My thanks.
I wonder if I'm supposed to train somewhere. I'm taking so much damage right now.
Sanctism will reign.
Not so easily.
Someone
Huh.
heal her.
She was taunting about actually. She was taunting about actually taunted. Alright.
Could do with this.
Fasnit, by the sworn oath for all that we strive for, I'll destroy you.
Vida's power.
Roar!
Sanctism will reign.
Nothing.
Sanctism will reign.
Here they come.
He hit so hard, man. I can't use these items either, because then I get hit instead of like hitting the other guy over there.
Let's try this.
I knew you'd help.
So they can't really help me. So I'm assuming this guy's just gonna be resilient to all physical damage, just like the other resistance. I'm assuming all magic.
I'll stay my blade.
Witness me, brethren.
Fire. It's okay. I won't hold back. Ice.
You hit their
Oh, you
weakness.
beat the ice.
What's the
Okay.
play?
That's your opening, Captain.
I shall vanquish evil. I'll blow you away.
So he's weak to ice. Okay, that's something.
Captain's hurt bad.
I'm dead.
Sanctism will reign.
Only a flame.
Captain's down. Someone, help him back up.
Brace yourselves.
Hey, hey, wake up. We're still in a fight here.
Yeah. Use a bomb of light.
Smell provisions.
Stroll,
Still fight.
they sapped their defenses.
I can hit you, ice,
You hit their weakness.
and
Let's
then
go.
heal.
That's your opening,
We can
Captain.
do this.
Twas needed.
I owe you.
Take this.
Stroll's badly wounded. Can anyone
Sanctism
And now
will
Stroll's
reign.
dead.
Stroll! Someone get him back on his feet.
This is rough. This is really rough. Why is this guy hit so damn hard?
I live to see another day.
It honestly does suck that I just can't do anything about him.
You hit their
I
weakness.
won't hold back.
That's your opening,
We're not out of
Captain.
this yet.
But I mean, if things keep going like this, I will eventually win.
Take this!
They just need to not focus people.
Nothing.
Brace yourselves! Warrior!
The power of wind, tougher than I thought.
I stand ready. With blade in hand. Strike me if you dare.
By this power. Freeze!
You hit the weakness!
Know your
That's your
place.
opening, Captain!
Peasants!
I could try to kill him. Probably feels like I should just heal, just in case.
We can do this.
Just play it safe. Because if I kill the last guard, I don't actually know that ends the fight.
Sanctus of will reign! Take this!
Someone heal her!
Warrior!
I'll blow you away!
Go to you. So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
Okay, so that end the fight, but I'm still stuck.
Are you prepared for the end?
I think not, you rotter!
I mean, technically by the rules, it's not that we can't harm you, we just can't kill you. So, like, we can't end your life or anything. So, like, I feel like we should be able to, like, hold him down, break his magic igniter. Hell, we can probably break an arm or a leg or something, as long as he's not dying. It's not an assassination attempt. In the event that the topic candidate with a large support is in danger of bodily harm, the perpetrator will be immobilized. Okay, so yeah, bodily harm, but you can still like disarm him. Like the igniter isn't on his person; it's not his self. You can break the igniter, you can break his staff, so he can't really hurt us. We just can't try to kill or hurt him. So I think we can still do something.
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here!
Hello. Oh, she's with you?
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
It's on out.
I just wanted to help you.
A likely story? Out with it. What's your motive?
Oh, his eyebrows are actually like crumbling there. That's a cool detail. Or a glitch. I don't remember them having facial animations like that. It looks kind of weird actually.
Why, Gladell, surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives? Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
How'd you get here? Who brought you here?
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. But consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Damn.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourself.
Oh no, she's a huge fan, isn't she? Oh, I'm ready for this. Just explode. Show it.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that? Oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
What?
I'd know the suspensions anywhere.
Oh.
You had Caden Workshop on this, eh? Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious! She is Juna! The kingdom's greatest singer! The dulcet diva! Oh, this is preposterous! Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
No, you are.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand? Well, then on behalf of this group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting little ensemble. Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one?
Where did you...
Hey, up there!
What is that? What?
Airborne Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
Okay, if it can fly, why does it need arms and legs? Just have like a normal things to hold on to.
Luis.
Like I'm blanking because I've been up for over 30 hours now. That's a stretch, like 20 hours ish. But like fucking, like normal airplanes, you know, you have to wheel stuff for landing and go and all that. I get it, but why is it? It just bothers me that we're on or inside living creatures or arms or legs. I'm like rewatching a Mecha 7 or something.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladel got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe at least.
Oh, I was betrayed. I was immediately gonna say that girl is real cute, and then he spoke. I was
I could
betrayed.
have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem
So
you
I
had to
can do.
clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I mean, I can't. I feel like if I say we're your supporters, that would probably be a lie because well, that is a lie. Not supporters. Oh, I'm a candidate, I guess. Yeah.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition?
Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely. Okay?
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this, man. Let's get why we can candidate. How should I respond? This will be the best one. Become king immediately makes on the enemy. To say we're gonna save the prince means we know he's alive, or if Luis is the one that did it and thinks the prince is dead, it implies the prince is alive. So yeah, to help you.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in.
Anyone? Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of swordhounds.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis.
You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then. That could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
Not gonna lie, I feel like Stroll chiming in saying we want to help anyone. I feel like that line might have shot us in the foot, really. Because that kind of also implies you have helped his enemies as well.
No thanks to that Glodell. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
As the chirping birds return to their nests and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
How could you not?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Let's say we go check on him. Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem troubled.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see? She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a ballet apple cart. I'd not be floundering so much if I just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany, like when I saw the lost relic.
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding. Automation ruled the day. People lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort, but somehow that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Who'd you hear this from?
Heard it, lad. I've seen it with my own eyes. You see, there was this old inventor in the neighborhood where I grew up, quite sharp, but a bit balmy. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas, ideas, ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius. Something about it utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could. That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had.
Damn.
The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Kumiro or some such.
Maybe I should look into Camille and get to Martina.
This one's important.
Oh, cool. Alright. We let Nemours, who's stalled into doom and gloom again, and head toward our narrow sleeping quarters in the gauntlet. So we arrive at Martina this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blast of shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy scores are right. You know, a carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I'm grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can avoid further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once you arrive in town, it's supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the signs will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting. Feels kind of like a D&D game. With just going, basically going from day to day, the lovely expectation.
Old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Ah, you're here! I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally. No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's allies suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Oh, I always seem like I'm a liar.
But surely all fights have casualties.
I suppose. There is truth in that.
Hey, read the room, will ya?
Captain,
What do you
sure we
mean?
can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
What do you mean, read the room? You're just talking about just the fact that like he lost, like other guys like lost more from the fight and stuff on the road. Like, well, yeah, all fights have casualties. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I know he's trying to make it sound like it was Louise's fault. It just seems more suspicious because he said like there's a fight on there. He didn't say it was because of Louise. So silence saying that just seems like completely wild and weird to say. So I'm like, yeah, just, you know, oh, there's just a fight. You see some shit happens, and it's just unfortunate that Fortune's guy lost more.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes. Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. 'Twould be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the bally waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm.
Yep.
It's Martira's culinary speciality.
That's great at first.
Cooked to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh, good. Larval innards.
This a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine. Exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great. Yeah,
looks great. What is with that smile? Not you too.
The rich flavors are burst in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Stop talking. Literally
Would
stop
that
talking.
I had time to try more of your dishes, but to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
Yeah. Do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So, is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
Why am I...
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
Oh, I thought I was supposed to like look and find where it was. I'm like, why am I here?
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, we'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
Until you find out that we helped Louise, so that's gonna go real bad, real quick.
Now this is the pride of the town.
Whoa,
a
more
fine
food?
sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails.
Why the entrails?
You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
I understand like the trope of like, oh, desert people, they eat all these like bugs and insects and stuff. I get it, and it's interesting when it happens. But like, you guys, all your specialties are just the innards of bugs. Why?
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those words. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
You must have gotten used to eating anything you had to out in the wilds, eh?
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honourable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
This barber since I've had a suspicious bed. We're going to meet the lady in town first thing in the morning, so get some beauty sleep. Alright. Oh, you don't have anything for me to buy? Okay. Do I just... Do I go upstairs to talk to you?
It's gorgeous out.
I think I went on slump. Where's everyone? We all went to the castle, yeah, but apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs and can mark it. Okay, first things first, where's the armor shop? Because I was getting destroyed in that fight. So that's my first objective right now, if I'm able to. Armor. What? I feel like something just popped up in my screen.
I've awaited you.
Sure, let's go.
Aye.
I gotta go find some other place that's supposed to be near here for the Nero's quest, so I guess as soon as they allow me to explore, I can probably find it.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city. These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Hyzme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
That's
it's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you.
Ooh.
'Tis most kind, but can you truly afford that? Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support.
Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects.
Yes, Lady Joanna.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
We're counting on you.
Alright.
'Twas a confident smile indeed, with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Oh, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Hyzme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Probably just have to go covering for him.
We should go.
Like why everyone's quiet and doesn't want to like go out and draw attention to themselves. And to you.
What is it?
That sour. We Martyrians love our edible grubs. I've got all so on. Let's see. We might know more about them. I can't recall any. Oh wait, hang on. Just saw someone. There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gone real close to the Sandworm's den. That's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town?
Nice!
That's a good info. Maybe there's some merchant nearby. That's something square. Okay. This headache, I'm well and truly destroyed. That's not hang on with this. Blimey, I'm barely just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that?
People
like what? I guess drink until he gets a bad hangover. But like he has like the symbol over his head, so I thought he knew something more. But I guess not. It's just he's just generally just drunk up. Are you also drunk?
What do you want to know?
You're at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, you're looking for a merchant. One who has something to say about a giant salmon yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night? Yeah, he was belittling so loud you heard him. Whether you want to or not, what do you say? Why would you ask me yourself? I know your next question, it's plain as day, but where is he? I'm just Nani. I'm this town's foreman, you know? I can tell you where your merchant is, among other things, but information is free. It's 150 bibs down. I don't think I have that much.
Well...
Not kidding, we truly don't have any money right now. Hang on, you tell me you came to save this town of Saw out of pocket? True hero you are. I'm a true hero, I'm just broke. Oh dear, now I've gone felt sorry for you, but I mean, I just can't help it. tell you something. This kidnapping business is personal to me. I'll tell you the merchant spot, but this is one time only now, okay? It's the Ishka in front of the fountain, just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern, he's finally taking a bath.
All right!
I was biased. I just fucking went too far ahead. It's
Can help
you.
you think on it.
Hey,
Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant salmon's den? How do you manage to do that and live to tell? Right, tell the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant salmon husk. That was it. And then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point, the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm, staring it down, and then I regret that now.
no good.
Well, great. No one sees any information. It's almost sunset, too. Really?
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck. And still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Alright.
You there? Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm
you
just
a
here
long
on
time.
my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
And he's gone.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Yeah, he has a portrait and everything.
You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I
Oh.
should tell you this, but here I am.
Are you an inside man? Are you working with the guy and that's why you switched of us? Because we gotta take down the good guy you're working for?
There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event. A kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
Absolutely.
Good. Then we're counting on you.
It's a
Can't
trap.
have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
I don't trust him.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sand flash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworm's territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Let's go inform Eurus.
Alright.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
What? I think I just heard something, yeah. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking... Oh, easy there. You all right, lad?
I haven't.
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like a light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today. Just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
What's inside the gauntlet window for today's newest
Time
test?
marches on, and the age of a new
Okay,
king draws
that
nearer.
was ominous. A new mechanic or something going to happen?
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation. With proper use, its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
What the fuck?
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine. Vivid, familiar scenery. Somewhere far from the land where you rest.
So I can just teleport? This is fast travel now? Is that what this is?
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and roll pop over to the capital in a single night.
I wonder if this is the teleportation match more talking about. Imagine if it was only a one-time use though. That'll fucking suck.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom-made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Guess I am.
Yeah, maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... Surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
So no one got freaked out about how Ghana wanted just popped into existence here in the middle of the capital. No one's gonna question this.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
Well, wait, I got.
It makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
I mean, we can,
it's no
yeah,
small
but
feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
I got a request got trying though. Okay, I really use this teleportation magic. I'll just have to try. So I just go in, I guess, right? I mean, did I do that now? Can I try? I mean, yeah, I gotta go now. I can't tell a cutscene for it. Why did they have me run around for this? I mean, I think it was pretty to go away, been too.
Where to?
I suppose I'm on Tina's our destination.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
It's Martira. We really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong, or lying outright.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought?
Yeah.
If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
No reaction.
I wish I could only imagine it, but I've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. 'Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like.
Yeah.
Put like that, it really is something impressive.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
To capture Hansway, we must be well prepared. We can go stronger by something impressive around town, such as Martina Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base operation has been changed to Martina. Each time the operation begins, the town you stay in will become the new base. Departure day is July 2nd. Okay. If you want to return to previous locations, such as Grand Chat, open the word menu R1, and push the R1 menu. And open the menu R1 on the map, R1 on the R1 map button. Select that you can travel daily to tell which imagine. I don't know why I could not read that sentence. Templeton does not pass time, so feel free to return to previous towns to complete unfinished requests or media calls.
That's right.
3 days to report. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up bounties. But yeah, if I could do that, let's do that real quick. Just so I can just grab that real quick. Turn in this mission and then come right back.
Let's go.
So you managed to say the bounty? Yep. Alright, thank you.
We did it.
Money.
All right.
Sick. Courage is almost there too.
Thanks, mate. This one's not too bad.
Oh, yeah?
Wait, what? Why don't you give it a go? It feels like a thing or two. Noble and Cinema Street will have more details. $100, that's what I'm doing now. Play the Golden King. The imps stand east of Martina. The Bane Gorbans in the back may blur out. Okay.
That's a rough one.
Yeah. Hey.
I'll take it. When the king's not around, Magic Little Gorbans keep order of the horde. Take them out and the big guy will appear. The major of Black Paw.
Counting on you.
Let's do it.
Alright. It also means courage.
Let's see here.
We'll face danger here.
Cool.
This place.
Let's go back to my team again.
All right.
Hello. Those blasted noble idiots. How am I supposed to gather more from the skeletons now? Skeletons.
The goal.
Oh, do you make a habit of eavesdropping on people's monologues? Well, now it's gonna change my fate either way. Talk about the skulls earlier, right? Why in the world would you need them? That's no way a fairy and an elder could ever empathize the plight of a man like me. An elder and a fairy. Hold on, don't tell me you're the ones who put down those messes at Grand Cathedral. Must admit, it's hard to believe an elder could be that skilled, but if the rumors about you are even a little bit true, then you might need to do something for me. He's time to bring more skulls for me. Grand Cathedral Mausoleum. Mausoleum. God. Did we do it? You're a lightsaber. Mausoleums are complete damn monsters. No way hell to get set foot in there. Need 8 skulls. Okay. This way I'll get distance for sure. Can't explain now, but I'll give you the story details when you bring me the skulls.
Please help.
I need the goods by July 30th. Okay.
Let's give it a shot.
I'll do that. Not right now, because that's a very weak place, but I'll come back and do that later. Pick up all these quests out here, see what's up, and then go back over, try and do Nora's quest, and then after that, go hunt for the goggles, or whatever it's called.
Oh, thank you.
Something matter?
What? That's terribly can hardly believe.
Whoever brings me back my black jeweled necklace from the Grand Cathedral Mausoleum, I'm so put out to me. The necklace is stormed by a large number of ghostly monsters. From what I've heard, the army plans to simply seal off the entrance to the mausoleum in August.
If so,
okay.
Let's give it a shot.
Weird that they're making all these quests for me to go into the mausoleum now.
Alright then.
How come you guys weren't giving me these quests and do it when it was relevant for me to go in there? Why are you doing that now? Why is the cutscene?
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
You just rob me.
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go?
Yeah, you robbed me just now.
He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Grievous' dagger is missing.
What? Hell no.
Let's chase after him. I don't see him anywhere. Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Yeah. Where can we find a clue that leads to the memento? Let's try asking the guy who told us it was stolen.
Come on.
Hey you, the guy who saw a dagger, any idea where he went?
No.
I may or I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean the dagger is really important to us. Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Come on, I have a hint. Brad seems to know something. How can I get a help? I don't know how much it is. Is that wisdom? I think it's imagination actually. It's a kingly investment. Yes! Good thing I leveled it up. Such some appealing ways one might benefit from the future king to death. There. You, the future king? That's quite a goal. You're either a bad swindler or you suffer from delusions of grandeur. But strangely enough, can't be intrigued. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt to humor you for a bit. Yes, I would like to hear more, and you want your arm back. But I have a condition. You'll need to do something for me first. Okay. Cute.
Have you ever heard of Malvino's ring? Rumors say it's a cursed treasure that kills anyone who wears it. I happen to know of a certain noble who wants it, and I'd love for him to owe me a favor.
So you want us to get it for you? That's more of a hassle than getting the dagger back ourselves.
then by all means do it yourselves. Yes, these swords are terribly crafty, but it's not impossible. Probably.
The way you talk almost feels like you've been in on this from the beginning.
Good one. We just happen to be in the same boat, so why not lend each other a hand?
All in the same boat, huh?
Well, the choice is yours. If I recall correctly, you're a candidate in the tournament for the throne, aren't you?
So you know us then?
Information is a powerful weapon, you see. Considering what I know about you, I'm offering you a good deal here. Mark my words. Once your dagger's sold off, it will be incredibly difficult to track down. But leave it to me, and I'll get it back before that. Of course, I'm no miracle worker, and the clock's ticking, so do make up your mind.
What should we do?
Fine. We'll hear you out. For now. The ring you mentioned, where's it located?
At a grave not too far from here. A day's trip in your runner, I'd wager. Word is there's monsters knocking about out there. Hence my request to the lad with the sword at his side. It's not all bad, though. You'll find good weapons, armor, and other golden things aplenty there.
Really?
I do recall hearing something about soldiers who died in the Annex War being buried with their equipment.
I assure you, it's well worth the trip.
We have to go through with this to get the dagger back. I'm having a hard time dealing with him, so I'll let you take over from here.
Your fairy friend doesn't seem to like me very much. What say you, though?
Sure.
Hopefully I find your ring amongst the treasure.
Thank you for making such a prompt decision. Call me Cuculus. The ring should be in the abandoned tomb. I'll thank you properly when you return with it.
This one's important.
Alright.
I implore you.
You can do the gone one. It's a night shot from Martina, a bit far, but coming straight with your compensation, don't you think?
We'll face danger here.
Here's where we are now. This place.
I'll be waiting.
I feel like doing your quest first, just because one, I want Grease's dagger back, because I'm not losing. I really don't want to lose that, both because I like Rias and Maria. And two, you seem like you'll be a social link if I finish your thing. So I want to do that.
Oh, what'll I do? Why did this happen? Oh, what'll I do?
So you need a practical pigeon parcel. Oh, from Camaro by July 11. I need to go down to 10. Go down there anyway.
Stupid. I'd so love your help.
What? Oh yeah. I was skipping through the text and I gotta pay you that much.
Let's give it a shot.
Alright. I need to go to you too. It's a village news I'm talking about. Remember this is the story about the old man, the relic? He asked the villagers about the old man if we go. Yeah.
So?
I don't have so much time to spare, but I guess if you stop by the village on the way to another task, it should be alright.
Alright.
Jeez, man. There's so much. Okay, so that seems to be all that is. But I'm gonna go pick up some weapons, if anyone needs a weapon, and then gonna head down to the tomb. Increase damage with undead. Well, if I'm gonna go to that tomb, I would like to keep that. This plus 40 damage. Going to a tomb, increase 5 damage, that'd be nice. Alright, I'm gonna get off for now. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.